Instead of applying it all the way down here, I want you to skip a couple of your natural lashes first and then come in here and place that down. The most important part of following my specific cluster lash technique is actually the lash tape. This is a special tape that is safe for use on your skin. So we're going to use this tape to lift our eye up so we can actually see what we're doing. Close your eye and you're going to get that tape real close to your eyelashes, but it's not actually touching your lashes, it's only touching your skin. And you're going to lift it up and you're going to tape that tape right to your eyebrow. It is not going to rip your eyebrow, I promise. So now take a look at the difference between this eye and this eye. On this eye, I can see that strip of waterline and I can see my eyelashes. On this eye, I see nothing. When we're doing our lashes, we have to make sure nothing gets inside that pink waterline because that is when your lashes start to hurt you and itch you and irritate you while you're wearing them throughout the week. We're gonna take our gray waterproof bond and seal. We're gonna reptile blink so our eye doesn't dry out, and we're gonna take this gray glue and we're gonna put it all over our lashes from root to tip. This is not only going to ensure that your lashes will stay on for an entire week, but it's also gonna make sure they don't twist and turn on you throughout the week, especially when you're sleeping. Your lashes will stay on longer than a week, guys, but I don't actually recommend you wear your lashes for longer than a week because it can damage your lashes and increase your risk for some kind of infection. If you're not following me already, make sure you click that follow button. We do this on live every weekend. Don't forget to tighten up your bottle so it doesn't dry out. Once you evenly coat a thin layer over your lashes from root to tip, I want you to just hang out for a second, let it dry a little bit. It'll get a little stickier and it'll make the process easier. We are going to dip our applicator into a cup of water every single time we pick up a lash. It does not matter what temperature your water is. I get that question a lot because the lash will try to stick to your applicator and it's going to be annoying. So I want you to come in, swoop it up, scoop it up from the bottom. Bottom of the lash cluster is where it's the strongest. I'm going to transfer this over into my other hand now and I'm going to grab it by the tip. Another thing you need to know when you're applying your lash cluster is you can't just apply them all in a row straight up and down. See how that just wouldn't work? You have to angle it so it matches the angle of your natural lash. So instead of breaking your arm like this, you could just tilt your head like this. We're also not going to apply our lash all the way down here. You might think, oh, I have lashes down here, so I should put it down here. If you do that, it's going to end up looking super droopy. So instead of applying it all the way down here, I want you to skip a couple of your natural lashes first and then come in here and place that down right on top of that waterline, not in it. It is very important to make sure, oh, look at that. Woo, look, I'm excited. Look at that clear lash band. We're going to apply this side by side with no overlap. I do not overlap my lashes unless I have to. Oh my God, they literally look like they're growing from the root. Once we have all of our eyelashes on, we're going to take our applicator, we're going to dip it in water, and we're going to start pinching. And dipping your applicator in water is very, very important because it will try to stick to your applicator. And pinch your lashes from root to tip. Keep pinching every single lash. We're going to go in with the seal side of our bond and seal. You're just going to tap a little bit of this gray seal on the lashes. Don't do too much. So go ahead, dip your applicator in water and follow the entire pinching routine again. The last step here is taking your Q-tip, dipping your Q-tip in water so it's not fuzzy, and you're going to tap that water line. The reason we tap the water line with a wet Q-tip is because there's going to be some bond and seal in your water line and you just can't see it. So you just want to get that out so it doesn't dry up in there. See that gray on the Q-tip?